5 bells. Stand by all stations.
Attention, all districts. A 5-alarm fire. 5 bells move in immediately.
That's it. Let's go! Let's go! Firefighters! Presenting Firefighters, the true-to-life story of our unsung heroes who stand ready to ride by day or night against our most murderous enemy, the demon of fire. In just a minute, we'll join Chief Cody and rookie fireman Tim Collins at a fire where, under dangerous circumstances, they made their first real test of a new scientific development in firefighting, a chemically treated water known as wet water. Its effectiveness in killing a fire quickly, plus its tendency to clear fumes and smoke when used with a fog nozzle, had enabled them to rescue an unconscious man trapped in the back of a burning bus. But in putting wet water to use in saving a human life, they had left the burning gasoline truck, which caused the collision, to be taken care of by conventional methods. Well, the regular hose might have put out the truck's flaming engine, except for an unexpected development, which you'll discover for yourself right after this announcement. Let's go, firefighters. Let's join Chief Cody and Tim Collins at the top of the hill where a short time ago a gasoline truck had collided with a bus, causing both to burst into flames. Well, so far, the flames in the gasoline truck have been confined to the motor by the firemen, while the Chief and Tim used the new wet water to save the man trapped in the bus. But now, with the danger of fire reaching back to the gasoline tank itself, Chief Cody looks at the squad truck carrying the tank of chemically treated water, and then he says,
Now, Tim, let's get that wet water hose line over to the danger spot.
Yes, sir, that's going to be a real test for it, Chief, but... Hey, look it. There's something wrong over there.
For Pete's sake. Are they trying to get a hose under that gasoline truck?
Well, here comes Gonigal. What's up, Gonigal?
Fire from the motor's been spreading under the truck, Chief. There's going to be trouble.
Get your squad truck closer, Tim. We'll see what that chemically treated water will do.
Afraid there's not time. Look to me like the brake drums are going to be burned through, Chief.
The brakes? Good heavens, man. Can't you see that truck's on an incline?
We tried to get a wedge under the wheels, sir, but we couldn't begin to get close enough to fire.
Hey, it is moving, Chief. That gasoline truck's starting down the hill, and nothing on earth can stop it.
Those flames are going to be fanned right back to the tank unless it crashes into something.
Something? There's a hotel at the foot of this hill.
Only a miracle can keep it from plowing right into that building now, Chief.
Look at that thing gather speed.
And here we stand, helpless, waiting for an explosion that's going to come in a matter of seconds.
Chief, look.
Huh?
It almost went up in the sidewalk there.
It knocked the wheels at an angle. Tim, it's skidding.
Yeah.
If that truck turns over now, at the foot of the hill...
Hey, that skidding swung it around, checked its speed.
It can't miss the building, though, not a chance. There it goes.
Smack into it. Hold your ears. Chief.
Yeah. You look almost relieved, Chief.
I am. It's a miracle that gasoline didn't explode.
That skidding swung it almost completely around. It sort of slid into the building at an angle.
There goes our outfit, Tim. Come on.
Yeah.
Don't hold him up now, Gonigal. Let the pumper go its way.
Well, they're not going to get there any too soon as it is. That whole wooden veranda's ablaze.
I sure hope there's another exit from that hotel. Nobody's going to get out the front entrance.
They've got to keep it from spreading. That's an old-fashioned place. Wooden frame building, I expect.
Good grief, we're forgetting the truck itself.
No, son. There can still be an explosion, a bad one. Well, where's our friend?
Mr. Peck?
Yeah.
The guy who demonstrated wet water for us?
Oh, there he is. Still holding a line on that burning bus. Stop him, Tim.
Stop him, sir.
That chemically treated water has all but got the fire out in the bus. We're going to need it down below. Get your squad truck down to the hotel as fast as you can, Tim. Gonigal and I will head down in my car.
Yes, sir. Be right with you. Hey, Peck. Peck, cut that nozzle. We're going to need every doggone bit of your wet water.
The chief is calling for an application of it on the conflagration down at the foot of the hill.
Yeah, to make a long story short, yes. You think there's enough left in the tank to do the job?
The volume consumed when using a fog nozzle is negligible, as I believe we've already proved conclusively.
Yeah, I hope that means there's enough to do the job. Here, give me a hand with this hose.
And when we get it reeled back to the truck, what then?
Well, then we make with the acceleration, brother, and get the dickens down this
declivity to your conflagration below.
Good heavens, that slipped my mind. It is mine.
Faster with this line, Peck. You own the hotel?
It's obvious you're pulling my leg, my friend. I mean, I'm staying there while in town.
You are?
Of course. Of course, I'm not there at the moment. I'm here.
You're sure of that?
Yes, quite. But as soon as we get down there are a few trifles which I must get from my room.
Well, the problem isn't going to be how to get you in, Peck, but how to get people out.
But your fire truck got there with admirable speed. Surely the flames will be checked momentarily.
That truck that crashed into the front of the building was carrying high-octane gas, Peck. All right. Lift the line in now.
There's going to be an explosion.
It's getting dark, but you can see that whole veranda's ablaze around the tank section. All right, come on. Climb up with me.
Loud noises have a bad effect on my eardrums.
Yeah, still, this may be the best chance you ever had to demonstrate how effective wet water is.
I never thought of that. Well, business before pleasure. Let's roll. That is, let's roll.
By the time Tim and Mr. Peck pull up before the hotel and drag out the hose line for the chemically treated water again, the firemen are already directing regular streams of the burning structure against which the gas truck is wedged.
The temperature here is incredibly torrid, Tim.
Hot is the word, Mr. Peck.
Yes, hot.
All right, give us a hand, Garnigal.
Never mind pulling that line up any closer, Tim. The chief's going to pull the men out of here any minute.
Pull them out. The whole front of the building's ablaze now.
I know. I can't explain. I'm looking for a cop.
A what?
A policeman. You know, the guy that helps the firemen by keeping the crowds back. There's one across the street.
Oh, for Pete's sake. Okay, Peck, pull the line back out of range.
All right.
I've got to check with Chief Cody.
Tell him if we can get this line inside the hotel, one pig nizzle or fog nozzle alone could possibly prevent this from spreading inside.
Okay.
Tell him also it will take less volume of water to do the job, save thousands of dollars in ruined furnishing.
Look, Peck, I can't stand here any longer.
Just one more thing. Tell him I paid for my room in advance. It's imperative he save this hotel.
Oh, that guy'll drive me crazy yet. Chief Cody, can't we use that tank of wet water somehow?
Later, Tim. Right now, you couldn't get up close enough to that gas truck to make use of a fog nozzle. We might as well admit it.
True, sir, but if I can get the line inside...
Later. There's danger of an immediate explosion. That's our first problem. Mac, send that ladder truck around the side. Get him up fast. Use nets also if necessary.
Chief, there are people trapped up there?
When the truck crashed, it sent a sheet of flame up the front of the building. The staircase right back of that wall is afire, completely blocked.
But the gasoline itself, Chief, the main compartments in the back of that truck are still sealed off, intact.
I know. And firmly wedged into that burning veranda, son.
Oh, now I get it, sir.
If it explodes, it will take the whole front of the building with it.
You need more lines to kill the fire around the truck.
I radioed in the second alarm on my way down. They'll be here in a matter of minutes. Meanwhile,
yes, sir. Meanwhile, how long do we have before that truck blows sky high?
If we could get those lines in closer. But the heat
I got a sample of it myself, sir. What are you doing, Chief?
I ordered the men to pull back when I gave the signal. This is it. I can't risk their working up there in range any longer.
Well, maybe, sir, we got enough pressure to play a good solid stream on the front of the building from a distance.
Now, they'll do that. But this blaze needs to be hit and hit hard. Playing around with it from a distance isn't going to do the job. When I said get back from that gas truck, men, I meant it.
I know just how they feel, Chief. Like they're letting down every soul inside that building.
Except for the men on the lines. I want you to get around back to help evacuation and rescue work. You know the danger. Keep out of explosion range.
Confound it, sir, to have to stand here helpless to do a doggone thing.
As long as there's a single chance we're not helpless, son.
Well, I can't see the remotest chance of stopping an explosion now. That truck...
Oh, here comes Garnigal now.
I got it, Chief. I got it. How's that?
Fine. Let's have it.
I had a tough time talking to policemen into giving it to me, but when I explained and told them who you were...
In heaven's name is that?
Don't you know a revolver when you see one, Tim?
Well, of course I do, Chief, but what help is it?
We'll see. Speaking of the range of explosion, we better pick our spot carefully ourselves, Garnigal.
You betcha. I'm not as sure as you are that this will work.
What will work? What are you going to do,
Come along, Tim. You might as well be in on this.
In on what, sir? I can see the danger of that gasoline truck blowing up any second, but I sure enough can't see how a revolver is going to help matters one bit.
Well, it's all or nothing. There's no other way. It's going to give us the chance we need or else.
A truck with a tank full of high-octane gasoline surrounded by flames and getting hotter every minute. How in the world does Chief Cody hope a revolver will prevent the explosion that would turn the front of the hotel into a blazing inferno? Well, to see what happens now, be sure not to miss the next exciting episode of The Firefighters. In just a minute, Chief Cody will tell you, boys and girls, how you can help the firefighters right in your own hometown. But now, let's listen to this message. And now, Chief Bob Cody with a special message for the Firefighters Brigade. Chief Cody.
Hello, boys and girls. The danger of fire spreading reminds me of a job my department did the other day. It was a fairly simple one because the people who lived in this house had just installed a heavy flush-type door at the head of their cellar stairs. Now, even though they were out at the time, the fact that it was tight-fitting and closed held a basement fire in check till we got there. Foresight like that is good to remember. And the next time work is being done in your home, painting or remodeling or modernizing in any way, ask your parents to remember the 101 little things that can be done for greater fire safety. Thanks. And now, till I drop in the next time, so long.
Fire Chief Cody and the young rookie fireman Tim Collins will be back on the same station the next time you hear...
That's it. Let's go!
Let's go! Firefighters! Firefighters is a copyrighted feature of William F. Holland Productions.